to start getting ready to file.
Yeah, I need to do my flight plan.
I'm all filed. Oh, yeah, accepting flight plans?
Did you even ask if he was flying now that he's a 2020er?
Well, he's logged in as a controller. First time I hear it. See, maybe he uses that.
I don't know. I have just haven't heard from him what his intentions were. See, we should always check first, you know.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's busy with that database for his Iraq files.
So Taz showed some interest. He was asking me yesterday. Now that he works regular Monday to Fridays, he doesn't have to work on Sundays. He's thinking about joining our sessions. Just needs some tutorials on flying the big planes. I told him, hey, just come in a freaking King Air or anything that'll do 250 knots, and you can still fly just for the hell of it. Just VFR, man. It's simple. Get your feet wet. So hopefully he'll drop by.
So he's not gone to the dark side, has he? He's still on Xplane. So maybe I will help Spad out with that. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rob, you use MobiFlight, right?
No, I don't use it yet, but I will be utilizing it when I start building my stuff for the sim.
Well, I got a new one, a new interface for that. It's called DirectX or Xplane, and you can actually use a 2560 board instead of a Leonardo. This guy, his site called Fun of Flying. He's just getting into it, and he's brilliant. Even though he gives a disclaimer at the beginning, well, I'm no programmer. I just picked it up. He's brilliant. He knows what he's talking about. He's learned how to program with Arduino. Well, that was it C++.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I get all my information from him for the utilizing the Arduino and SymVid. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to take that back. That's a different system. The SymVid is like MobiFlight. He has standalone with the Arduino Leonardo boards, which you can use it as a device interface. I've got something there. User interface device.
Yeah, I think for 2020 my route will be through MobiFlight, because you can just flash like the controller board or whatever with the MobiFlight stuff and just program what vars and variables you want the object to use.
Yeah, there are some differences between the SymVid and MobiFlight. I chose SymVid because all I needed was one of the 2560 boards, and then I could use the multiplexer boards to expand it. But I wanted to program my own boards. That's the reason why I'm looking into this fun and flying guy. I think his name is Ward or something like that. And he's an old guy, um, and he's very thorough. I mean, precise. He shows you his rig, and before he tells you his game plan, like making 6 buttons or 6 encoders to work into interfacing with either Xplane or 2020. And then he has this test bed that shows everything on a board, and it takes 4 pictures of different angles, and he explains it all first there, and then he goes to the programming. Well, I mean not the programming, the wiring of the system with some other program, and then he gets into the programming, which he's got a lot of comments on and that he uses in his programming. All I want is just the program lines, So I do copy from him verbatim, but I have to type it in. I don't just copy paste. And I can learn some stuff like that. Just where
Yeah.
watch his YouTube video, stop it, and do the line, the syntax, and spacing, the capital letters or lowercase letters are very important in the programming of that C++, but I have a lot of good results.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
Well, we're still waiting on Corey.
Oh, I'm taxiing.
Oh, you going to
told
fly
you.
with us?
I told you he was flying. He's almost
No,
at
you
the
said he
runway.
might.
Well, I said, I hinted, did you ask him first if he was flying or ATC, in which you didn't. I already knew what he was up to.
All right, I'm game. I'm programmed for the flight, so even though I filed with Swift, I'm gonna start my pushback, and I'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
taking
going to
off on
begin
runway
engine
34.
startup.
Yeah, 30's taxiing out the 3-4s and find somewhere to take off. Safe to is it safe to assume you're in a 747, Corey?
That's what I show him in a 7.4.
Or are you in something else? Corey. Oh, he's busy. Cockpit busy.
Yeah, I'm in the 7.4.
Oh, okay.
.375, taxi runway 34. So Corey, did you get that Iraq updated, or you just downloaded the information and do it later?
Oh, I just downloaded it for now. I'll mess with it tomorrow or something. It's for Xplane anyway.
I hope we haven't lost you as an ATC controller. I mean, sounds like you're getting a bug to fly all the time now.
He's paid his dues. He gets to take a flight now and again.
I agree.
No
I
rules.
agree.
And he just got some new toy. Let him play with it for a couple weeks. Jeez.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, well, anybody else hear that?
Play
You
with a
can talk-
toy? Yeah.
You can talk, traitor.
Wow, it's pretty windy. I see that windsock. I'm just passing.
Yeah, it's winds of 14 knots, gusting 21, I think.
All right, Bob.
How you getting on, Rob?
I'll just get my engine started and I'll taxi out, waiting for my systems to align. I was on the 7.3 and I was like, nah, I want to fly the citation because I've got a bug for this aircraft.
Aha. All right, he's airborne and climbing. 308, lining up here.
Quest Air 375 is danger at runway 34, number 2 for takeoff, and waiting for that.
And with that 308, we're rolling.
.375 lining up 34. Quest Air 35, starting my roll on runway 34, the west departure.
Line 967 lining up. And 967 is rolling.
Alright, I'm in my VNAV mode now and just climbing like a rocket ship. I'll be cruising at 22,000.
And that's rolling. Jesus, what are these winds?
Well, it looks like they're smoothing out past 8,000. That is, the turbulence moved down a bit.
The winds were from 290 at 16, gusting 28, Rob.
Yeah, I struggle to keep the aircraft near the center line. There's a lot of corn being grown down there.
I will be taking 3-5 right arrival. Winds are from 330 at 16, gusting 27.
That's what I chose. 3-5 right. And again, we're on a clear day. Very sparse cloud cover. It's supposed to rain tonight in Michigan. Thunderstorms, they said. Cruise altitude, 22,000.
I find sleeping during thunderstorms is always the best. I just find them kind of soothing.
There's actually YouTube videos on it. Either hard rain, soft rain, with thunder, without thunder, and some music sometimes. But I like that white noise.
Robin finds it hard to sleep on nights where I'm not doing my flight sim, because she's like tuned out the noise of my MD-11 when I'm at cruise. So to her, it does sound like white noise. But it makes it difficult for her when I don't be flying.
Yeah, sometimes we have a heavy rain. I would go out to the RV and just lay and listen to some music, and hearing that rain hit the roof of the RV. Yeah, I didn't expect a 49 knot headwind, but take it as it is. This is the first time I flew in this area. You see water, look like reservoirs I've never seen before. Very nice. Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas. I picked up a radio station when I was coming up on I-75 one day. I was like midnight, and I picked up Little Rock, Arkansas, which is way beyond the horizon on FM. I think they were playing Radar Love. Perfect traveling music. I think one of the sayings is keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel.
Who's headed northbound?
We got one wrong way, Aragon.
That would be me. It's taking me to BVO and then turning me left. Some silly reason.
I would have deleted that.
Is that the built-in 748 that you're flying, Corey, on 2020?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'd be intrigued to know how that is now, because the last time I flew that aircraft was about a year ago, and it was fucking terrible.
There is a mod you can get called the Salty mod, which does have VNav and LNav and stuff, but it's still like default. It's not PMDG, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, last time I used it, the FMC was like 50% functional.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't even go as far as say it was 50% functional. It didn't feel like it anyway. But you know why they didn't do that though, don't you? Probably just to allow PMDG to do it better. Because, I mean, they do have the Dash 8. Although the Dash 8's not available yet, is it? But then, that being said, the 7.4 isn't. What is it they're currently working on, Rob? Is it the 7.4 they're working on, or is it any of the others?
They've moved from 7.3 to 777, and 7.4 should be here by next year. But they'll probably release the 400 and then the Dash 8. But like in 2020 now with PMDG, you no longer require base packs. So if you want PMDG 748, you should just be able to buy the 748 and it will work. That's what they've done with the 737, so you can just buy the 7376 if you like, and it's a full product.
Oh, I'm only ever going to buy one 737 if I get the opportunity, and that's the 8. But I've always flown the 800.
Well, the only one I've bought is the 737-700, and that was on release date, but at the moment, there is no protection in them. You could just download it, put it in, and it
I
works.
already do have the 6, 7, 8, and 900 PMDG for 2020. Even though I don't fly 2020, I already have it.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like the 7.3, probably one of my favourite aircrafts as well, but I do like the heavy birds. Like when the 747 comes, but probably when the 777 comes, I'm probably going to fly that for a very long time. Because I do like the 777-300ER. That thing is long.
What is the crack with PMDG? Are they going to do the Max series?
Apparently after they get the 747 out the door. As soon as the 747's out the door, then they're going to shift focus to the Max.
Because hasn't the Max got almost the same cockpit as the 7.8?
Yes and no. It's literally like the current 737NG, just with bigger displays. That's it. The MCP and all that stuff is exactly the same as the normal 737 we fly. Like the FMCs and everything are the same. Like in the 7.8, the FMCs is like virtual. Oh, well, I say virtual, you've got to use a little mouse pointer on the cockpit to choose the boxes you want to type into. But I am serious. I've never been one for the 747-8, but I don't know. It has grown on me. I like watch this guy who's a cargo pilot.
I love that thing with the integrated checklist and everything on it. Oh mate, I love that sucker. And the takeoff performance calculator on the like this. What I'm going to refer to here is my experience on the P3D V4 version of the PMDG 748. I mean, I don't have a paid subscription to Top Cat or a Navigraph or any of that, but the takeoff performance calculator and the landing performance calculator in the, on the EFB on that thing are fantastic.
Yeah, at the moment, none of the PMDG fleet has EFBs because they've completely reworked it with their own modern EFB, which is currently in beta testing, but it should be in the 777 because the 777's got like a built-in screen for an EFB, and it will be in the 7.4s. As soon as it's released, they'll just release it into all the aircrafts. But I watched this guy on YouTube who's a 747 freighter pilot for a 747-8 freighter pilot for Atlas Air. It's literally got me hooked. I just want a 747.
So that you're not referring to 7.4 gear then, Kelsey?
I think, yeah, I think that's him, yeah.
So he was talking, one of his latest videos, where is it he flew into? Mexico. And he was like, I'm a bit apprehensive about this because I've never operated into Mexico. He's like, I'm going to see if I can sweet talk, because he rang dispatch. He's like, is there anything at Mexico that makes this a captain's only landing? He goes, no, it's just a high altitude airport, but it's not restricted to captains only. So he's like, when I meet up with the crew, I'm going to see if I can talk the captain into doing the landing.
Yeah.
And I think he did. I think he did do the landing, although it wasn't videoed. But they were only 2 crew members on board, so he couldn't really film it.
But no, I cannot wait. Apparently, I know this year should be, by the end of this year, we should have a 777. And they said by the end of 2024, we should have an entire 747 fleet.
Right, so Rob, what arrival are you going here?
Where's my sim brief?
I've got Riffle 3 via JAVC, and I'm doing RNAV, runway 35 Zulu.
Apparently, I'm on the Mura 3 arrival.
Start my descent.
Now I got Dave off to my right here. I was wondering why I don't see him on TCAS, but he's at like 10,000 feet. Jesus, Dave, you descended a bit early, didn't you?
No, it was all part of my master plan. It's a beautiful, clear day. I'm enjoying the scenery.
Well, that master plan doesn't involve fuel efficiency then?
Oh, not whatsoever. No.
Alright, well, I'll meet you there and I'll have the beers ready, although yours might be warm by the time you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelsey is 7.4 gear. He flies the 747, but he flies the 800 and he flies the old 400s as well.
Yep.
There's something about the Dash 8 that I just find, I mean, it's got a different, the wing's completely different to the 400.
It's longer as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and the wings are raked backwards like the 787 is.
Yeah.
And it's mostly composite, and it's got operated engines on it, and yeah, I mean, I think it's a fucking beast. The cockpit is awesome in that thing. I mean, I like a lot of the systems on the Dash 8. They're a lot more modern, you know, auto fuel system, auto hydraulics. Every system has got like double or triple redundancy on it. Half the time you don't even need hydraulics. You could use electrics as backup and pneumatics too on a lot of systems. But it's so much quieter. The engine noise is just always makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. At least it did on the PMDG.
The other day I'm in an hour in whether to get P3D installed again, just to fly the 7.4, but I don't know, man.
I'm not going to do it. I won't. I refuse to. I'm not going to do it anymore. P3D is still FSX. I don't care who says it. I'll say it over and over again until I'm blue in the face. It's still FSX. Okay, it's not bound by the 64-bit limitations that FSX was limited by 32-bit stuff, but that does not make it any more stable. In fact, the same kind of stability issues we had in FSX in 2004 with PMDG still exist in every version of P3D. like P3D doesn't really like you loading into the 7.4 off the aircraft menu because it just takes so bloody long. You know, I used to load up in, say, a Cessna, Rob, on the gate that I'm going to, and then select the aircraft and load it from the menu. Always found that caused the least amount of problems doing it that way. But I don't know. I've had maybe 3 crashes in total on my Xplane in, what, the last year and a half I've been using it.
The only thing that is drawing me back to Xplane is the A350. You know, it's not good, but the systems do work.
I've got the A350. I haven't flown it yet.
It is pretty nice.
I see 2 aircraft that are north of the airfield. I can't even tell who they are looking at radar. Oh no, it's Rob and Corey. Very northerly route, Rob.
Yeah, mine takes me over then down into the airport.
I'm taking the perfect route.
Well, looks like me and you are
Share,
going to
Rob.
converge shortly, John.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting closer. I had you on my 11 o'clock for a long time, and then you veered off a bit. Now you're coming back.
Rob, Corey was calling you that.
What? Sorry?
Coming in on that teardrop approach.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, same here.
So you guys direct over India Romeo Whiskey on the teardrop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got be going over IRW, OBD, crop, and then the Javix, and then the teardrop.
Yeah, Crope is my intercept.
Yeah, mine too. But I'll be going to the Egesso first, and make my right turn to Krupp. That's a right turn to Krupp. Okay, passing to 10,000, slowing to 250.
Yeah, I'm already below 250. I think that's because of the restriction on the star. I'm still above 11,000 at like 245 knots indicated. Yeah, there's a speed restriction in here somewhere.
User disconnected from your channel.
Who do we lose? Rob. John, I just about got your visual off my 2 o'clock at about 7.5 miles-ish.
All right, my plans slow me up again to 220 knots. Looks like I'm. Oh yeah, I see it. It's going to slow me down to 180 knots now.
Yeah, 210 at Crope is the restriction. Well, below 210 at Crope, I should rephrase it.
I see the airport. At my 230.
Well, I'm going to keep my speed up, John, just because I've got a higher approach speed. So if I can get in ahead of you, even if you reduce to minimums, you won't catch me on the approach.
Okay, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I just won't be able to keep this behind you.
Well, I got my gear down. Flaps at 4. No, 6.
So flaps 30 then. I think it's flaps 30 on the
User joined your channel.
on the 7.3.
Alright, I have visual on you, Jay, on my outside view.
Yeah, I just naughtily held my power button on my PC because something was happening with my keyboard. No, he was just constantly spamming 1 and a load of fucking letters. And it was fucking me up trying to get my meta off of the airport.
It's a bit weird.
I unplugged the keyboard, plugged it back in, still the same thing, man. Shit is annoying.
What kind of keyboard is it? Is it Corsair one?
No, it's just a shitty Lenovo one. It's my £150 Corsair G513 broke, so I just got a £10 Lenovo one.
Ah,
That
right.
came with a server.
Yeah, there's a few little quirks I've had with my Corsair one, but there's also a way to full reset the keyboard with it. I think you have to press and hold the control key when you plug in both cables for the for my keyboard, and then the LEDs will start flashing, and then it resets. Because I've had some weird stuff where like half my keys stop working, or the RGB controller goes a bit crazy on it. Wow, John, I got an awesome view out here on the right hand side.
Yeah, I made my right turn to Cope.
What's the field elevation here? Anybody know?
1300.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's about 1300. According to Xplane, it's 1292.
Yeah, I rounded it off.
Yep.
Bill Rogers World, Quest Air 375 on approach, ILS runway 35 right, approaching Cope for my intercept. Just passing through 4,300. Yeah, you're coming really close. Oh yeah, I got a good visual on my 9 o'clock now.
I've got such a bank angle on right now that right now I'm crouching down my head as far as I can see with it in the roll.
That's excellent. That's a good eye candy. All right, that's my plane's turning now.
Yep, copy that. I'm now on the center line pretty much. But we're still at 240, so I'm going to maintain this speed for another mile or two, and then I'll start coming back.
All right, I'm gonna change my runway. We're at too much of a close conflict. I'm heading for 34. Good Watchers World Traffic, Questor 375. Now visual for runway 34. Oh man, I can see you right overhead.
On the inner marker now. Got a nice angle here to the runway with this wind.
And my runway is 35 left, not 34. Yeah, the crosswind is decent. 18 knots. One mile final.
Light slope, light slope, light slope. 100. Light slope, light slope. 30, 20, 10, 10.
Oh, now that was a simultaneous landing. I see you right at my 3 o'clock right now. Square on.
There's a FedEx MD-11 over here. I wonder who I should just go and give them a bit of my jet wash. 967's down and clear of 35 right.
Three 7.5 is clear. 35 left.
Hey, traffic down there, Roger Valley, whatever you call that. It's 308. We're just coming on ILS, making our approach 3-4 right, or 3-5 right, whatever it is.
511 fully lined up. We got our eye on the candy there in front of us. 3-5 right.
A little note on trivia. Anybody remember Will Rogers' horse? The name of his horse?
Trigger.
Yeah, you got it. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, Will Rogers slash Trigger Airport traffic Quester 375, taxiing the runway 35 left.
You know, I'm going to do something out of the norm that I wouldn't normally do. I'm coming over to you, John. Because it stands to reason these two boys here are both landing 3-5 right, and we could have two simultaneous takeoffs from the 3-5s if I head over to you.
All right. Yeah, good choice.
I'm breaking off the approach there. I'm getting too close. I'm going to take the left side. 511.
Okay, maybe not. I will be staying on this side then.
Gonna have a good view of these guys coming in.
I hope so. I'm trying to get turned around here so I can at least witness one of the landings.
Yeah, one visual, no labels yet.
I got both from visual only. I only see one of them with lights on. Yeah, I don't see any landing lights off Corey's. And now I see some lights of some description.
Possibly 308. We're coming on a short final.
Dave, you're looking remarkably high.
No.
I'm feeling remarkable.
Yeah.
You're feeling the weight of that, Corey. It's one thing I like about the heavier birds. They might be a little bit more docile in the way they respond to the controls, but having that weight, you feel the inertia.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely.
I love that. I can see the 7-4 out my right. Freighter 308 is landing 35 right. I got a phone call, guys. Be right back.
And 308, we're down, exiting left.
$375. I made it to the holding point. 35 left at Alpha, and we'll we're working on my flight plan. Well, last week on our second half, we made it to Dallas from the south. Now it's going to be from the north.
Well, I know my plans for next week. I will be flying my MD-11 across the United States and Canada. Because I'm
Why Canada?
Well, the reason being is because, Corey, the way that it works with UPS is I can only fly on routes and hops that they provide. So I'm scheduled to fly out to Hong Kong tomorrow. Day after that, I'm going from Hong Kong to somewhere else in northeastern China, and then from China we're going through to Anchorage, Alaska, and then down through over Canada and into the bottom end of the US. I think we end up at Dallas Fort Worth at one point, because I'm pretty sure Dallas is a UPS hub, or it might be a FedEx hub, I can't remember, but I know I'm going to be around that area.
I got a suggestion, guys. Dallas has, well, we're going to be landing on the 36s. There's 36 left, 36 right, 35 left, 35, 35 center, and 35 left. I suggest that we use those all at the same time. Trying to make it so we land at the same time there. I'll choose 35 right. Correct, 36 right.
You almost need a highly skilled controller to do that.
Yeah, where is he?
He's not here.
He's on his Easter
Prick.
holidays.
Well, it's going to be piloted all the way in.
Well, we all need a holiday now and then. That includes our glorious controllers.
Hell, next week I might even hook up the SciTech, the throttle and yoke.
Ooh.
It's been sitting in one of these Rubbermaid bins for the last 5 years.
What the fuck? Why?
Well, I don't know, I need a dedicated desk and all that crap if I were going to use it all. It is just big and bulky, takes forever to set up, tear down, blah, blah, blah.
No, I get that. I understand that really well, especially considering I've got a steering wheel mounted on my desk as well.
Yeah, I picked up one of the G27s with the 8-shifter there sitting next to my desk.
G27. I got the G25, Corey. Same shifter, well, same wheel, just you've got more buttons on your wheel and you don't have sequential mode on your shifter.
I bought it for truck simming actually, and works great.
Oh, on Euro Truck? Oh yeah, it'll be, well, either Euro Truck or American Truck. It wouldn't really matter too much, but yeah, they are kick-ass.
Actually, I got a real sweet deal. I got the G27, the shifter, and the pedals, and a what do you call it? Like it's called a play seat. It's like a seat
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
yeah.
rack and everything. Yeah, got the whole thing for like $250.
Wow. Yeah, that is a good deal. I saw a deal recently where somebody was offering a G920 with a play seat. With all, but the only thing is, I mean, that was like 350. But the thing to consider with that, Corey, is the G920 does not come with a shifter. The shifter.
Yeah,
is
I know you gotta buy that
obviously
separate.
Extra. Yes.
The shifter on the on the new Logitech ones is not as good as the original 25s either.
Oh, I don't think it will be. Somehow my G25 shifter's still alive after being, I don't know, it's got to be about 17 years old now. I don't know how that
Yeah.
steering wheel still works, to be perfectly fair. It's not like I've been kind on it over the years. The amount of like a set of Corsa racing that I've been doing in that, where I've been slamming through the gears, I've not really had any significant problems with the shifter at all. Like almost none. I mean, there's no gate left. You know, all that lever's died and like ripped off. So I've got, it's not gated anymore on the shifter. You know what I mean? With the little the lever boot, that's all gone. And the lever covering of the actual top of the knob itself is gone. I find that ease of access just to take that knob off and on again.
What is this, 3-4 we're at, John?
If you're behind me, it's 35 left.
I always find it funny that I pull up to like the last intersection for a reason, so that, you know, other people can take off from the other intersection if I'm running a little bit late, and yet Dave always seems to bloody park right up behind my ass.
Oh, I thought somebody else was following us and they were going to take that, and we
No.
do. I didn't realize they're taking the other runway. Okay.
Yeah, I do that all the time because John typically doesn't do it. John doesn't do full lengths. If he can do an intersection takeoff, he will do. And that's just
No,
the
no.
logic
I
apply
thought
to
of
everyone.
it at the last second. I was going to do that, and at the last second, I thought, well, if somebody else is coming up behind me, I'll let them line up, and then we can stack up more planes. Right? But never mind. They're over on the other side. I didn't know where Corey was. I knew John was over there. I didn't know if Corey was coming here or the other one.
God, there's a lot of stuff going on
That
with
was good.
KDFW. Oh, I found a star to land at KDFW, and you know what its intersection, its first intercept point is? IRW.
2-2?
No, IRW, as in the VOR here at the airfield that's just south of 35 left. That's the entry point for the star into Dallas.
Well, what runway are you choosing?
I haven't picked. I'm just looking at where the stars intersect, so I can plan my flight plan. You know what I mean? I look at the exit of the SID, So I preview the SIDS to look at the one that's going in the closest direction to the way I'm going, build my waypoints in the middle, and then look for the star that lines up with them. But for big airports like Dallas, and like JFK is a good one, Boston's another, some of the stars start out at like 170 miles from the airfield. Rob can tell you all about that one too, am I not wrong?
Yep.
There's so many stars for Dallas as well, it's unreal. So we're looking at the 3.5s and the 3.6 arrivals.
Yeah, I've chose the 3.6 right.
I'm programmed.
You got cut off there, Corey.
I'm programming for the center side.
Which center? 3.5 or
3.5, yeah. 3.5, yeah.
Roger that.
Yeah, but Corey, there's a 3.5 left, 3.5 center, 3.5 right. So, yeah, I think he wanted the center one.
I'm programmed for 3.5 center, yeah.
Right, so what did you say, John? 3.5 right?
No, for me it's 3.6 right.
Right, okay. Huh, okay, I might plan for 3.5 left then.
Alrighty.
You know, I think I'm not even going to take a star for this. I think I will fly an ILS, but I don't think I'm going to take a star for this. There's too many stars and they start out too far from the airfield. I think it'll be manual waypoints for the intercept. Not only that, I mean, looking on the map for what I use for flight planning, it's a very busy area, a lot of airfields. It's very difficult to see the individual intersections because the map is just so bloated with, you know, all the facilities in the area. I'll just say that. See, this is kind of where I wish, like, you know, if I was on single monitor, everyone would be able to see this, but the way that I do my flight plans, you know, for like the viewers on, you know, Twitch and that kind of stuff, they're not really seeing the stuff that I'm doing, because I have the application I build flight plans on the right-hand monitor, little nav map is on the left-hand monitor, and the sim is on the center. Okay, so my flight plan's mostly going southeast, so odd flight level.
I'm going to be at 33,000.
That seems awfully high.
Well, it's 194 on my flight plan, so
Mine's 228 by my flight plan, but it's very difficult.
well, VNAV will put me up there pretty quick.
I mean, part of the problem is looking at the elevation profile for little nav map is that because I'm going on a north departure and I'm not really using a SID to fly out, it thinks I'm going straight from runway 35 left and then docking south, whereas that's not the case. I'll be flying north out of the airfield, making a right-hand turn to the south. So little nav map is a little bit confused because I've not got a SID in yet. Right, what the fuck is this runway we're at? 35 right. That's going to be interesting. This SID has me making a left-hand turn after departure. That'll make things interesting for you guys on the other side of the airfield there.
Lots of sky.
It's a big sky. Yeah. You've been watching.
Lots of planes waiting, Duck.
Yeah. Have you been watching that recently?
I actually watched it a couple weeks ago, yeah.
That's such a fucking good movie. Dave, do you know what we're talking about? Dave's
What was
falling
that?
asleep.
No, sorry, it was out of reach. What?
I said, did you catch any of that, what Corey was just saying?
No. Well, I did, but
Well, I said that I'm taking off from 35 left, and it's making me, 35 right, and it's making me do a left turn after departure. And Corey said, "It's a big sky," and I'm like, "Lots of
right,
sky."
yeah.
And I didn't know whether or not you got the reference.
Oh, yeah, well, I did. Was it a reference to like a movie or something?
Yeah, it's pushing
Oh,
10
okay.
for fuck's sake. Come on, man.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Duh. Yeah, never mind.
Yes and no. The answer to that is no. He did not catch that, but
I heard you, but it didn't. Yeah, I was doing something else. That happened.
Real Watchers World Traffic West Air 375. I'm taxiing to line up on runway 35 left. And I'll be holding for about a minute to do a double check, and then I'll be taking off.
I finally got the flight plan loaded, so I'm running a little bit behind, but we'll be able to rock and roll out of here in 5 minutes, I reckon.
Now I wish I took that other taxiway.
You won't have to wait too long, Dave. Pre-flight on the flight computer does not take as long as trying to plot the flight plan in initially anyway. I got this down to a fine art, this pre-flight. What's the temperature here on the ground? 18, sunny 18 degrees. Nice. That's Celsius.
a dime in the coconut. Drink it all up. Corey, should we go? Should we go?
Oh, we should.
Okay.
I'm running out of go-go juice.
Hey, Rogers, traffic Quister 375, rolling runway 35 left for takeoff.
Alrighty. Alright, beginning engine startup.
$5.11.
I'll just give everyone a heads up. Current QNH here at Will Rogers is 3026. Alright, Dave, one more engine to spool and then I'm out of here.
Air Canada standing by.
Well, I'm heading south right now, and I got a good view of the airport. It's a nice layout they have there on that airport.
967 lining up.
At 308, Canada, we are taxiing to the hold 35 right.
967 rolling. Got this MD-11. It's been completely transformed by that engine package I've got for this now.
Oh, I forgot about that. You put that up on the website, right? FGP site.
Oh, I didn't actually put it up there yet, but now that you've reminded me, I'll get that up there.
Traffic 308 lining up 35 right.
I got a visual on a puppy cloud and I'm passing. I just love that. My brother took me up, I think this is about the first time, and when we were passing cloud.
308 rolling 35 right.
Anyways, while we're passing clouds, I would wave at him. He says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waving at the clouds, man. I don't usually do that." Okay, Jay, I'm at my cruise altitude, 23,000, and my progress page says that my, wait a minute, that's top of the sun. But I'm way ahead of the schedule for top of climb.
Yeah, I will be too, just because little nav map can't really calculate my flight profile, my climb profile correctly because of the SID. So I'm only going up to 27,000, but it will give me a longer cruise, because the cruise I've got in there is only about 50 miles, according to the flight profile from Little Nav Map.
Well, you guys, I did take my RV in to get the wash, and I filled up the propane. 38 bucks. Propane, 65 bucks for the wash.
So what all runway y'all landing on?
Something that's long and hard.
Repop center for 511.
I'm taking 3-5 left for 967.
3-5 right for me.
Got a visual on you, Jan.
Okay, you're up to my altitude now.
21,000 so far, going up 25.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at my bags. Watch you do that. Got a little tailwind now, 46 knots, coming from the 10 o'clock. Yeah, more like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got a right to left tailwind from around 4 o'clock. The winds are from 284.54, ground speed 537.
Oh, Curry, I'm coming up on my top of descent, so you better start coming down too.
Oh, yeah, it really sucks coming down.
That depends on who's there to catch you.
No, I agree with Corey. It sucks coming down. especially when you're high AF.
Now I gotta roll another one for the approach.
What do you think I've been doing the last 2 or 3 minutes? I got 57 miles to go until my top of descent, but I've got a quite a little bit longer flight route apparently. Distance to go from my position 163.
Hey, leaving flight level 250 for 9,000. 511.
It looks like Dave is really falling back.
He does seem quite slow, doesn't it?
Oh,
Dave, you got your gear or flap still deployed or something?
no, I just leisurely enjoying the flight. Wasn't paying attention when I was up ahead, but oh geez, I better start. I'm right behind you.
Well, you got that last part right. You are behind us. Well, not you're right behind us, I doubt that.
Oh, I got a visual on airport at my 11 o'clock. And just passed the 9,800. He now slowed me down to 233 knots.
Leaving 12.9 for 6, 511.
Yeah, Curry, you're in a good position. You have some more eye candy when you make your turn. I'm heading for 30, 35, 36 right, and you're 35 center. Yeah, you're gonna pass, pass my path when I line up. Either be behind me or in front of me.
I think I'm almost beside you now, according to my IFR map.
I'm 3 miles from Fuzz.
Yeah, I see your flashing lights over there.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm also time synced to UTC at the moment.
Why did you do that? What do you got for time right now?
2022 Zulu, which is correct.
Yeah, I've got 2023. They're really close.
If we're flying in the US, are typically time zone sync, just because it's a minimum of 5 hours behind. It's typically daylight. It says my local time is 2:22.
I'm starting my turn. Base for 36 right.
We're starting our left swoop in for 3-5 center. 511.
I could have sworn, John, you said earlier you were landing 3-5 right, not 3-6 right.
I did it. That was a mistake. I corrected it. 36 right.
See airport elevation here, boys.
606.
Yep.
I got 604, but close enough.
Yeah, your elevation on the runway that you're landing at is probably 604.
Actually, the threshold's 610. But yeah, like you said, that will be based off the fact I'm landing 3-5 left.
Dallas, Fort Worth traffic. Questir 375 to land runway 36 right. I'm lined up, locked on the localizer. Still on my VNAV profile. There'll be a full stop and right turn off the runway.
Yeah, while we're talking about it, I figure I'd just clear this up as well. Corey, please bear in mind that you're landing 3-5 center. You're going to be probably exiting left. You'll end up crossing 3-5 left, which is my active.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Splendid.
Dallas Fort Worth traffic, Air Camp 308 here. We're gonna make a approach right. We're gonna do right downwind runway 35 left.
If I was 3-5 right, you were landing, Dave.
Oh. Now you tell me.
That's what you told us. I didn't tell you shit. I just repeated back
Okay.
what you told me.
Dallas traffic, West Air 375 is cleared 36 right, taxiing back to threshold.
Flight 11 established 35 center.
Okay, did a pretty good job catching up.
Well, at least I got Dave on TCAS now behind me to my 4 o'clock. 967 is the airfield in sight. We're now established 3-5 left. Looks like you might have enough time to exit left, Corey, and cross at the moment.
I shall keep you advised.
Alright, Corey's down.
Stabilizer motion.
I think I see Corey as well. Corey, you're on a taxiway running parallel between those runways, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just about to see your landing lights out there. Winning.
Well, heads up, guys, we're using the 747s. San Antonio, our destination, longest runway is 8,500.
I can land this thing at Meigs.
You'll be able to land it there easily.
500.
If you need to, Corey, use the auto brake feature.
400.
and I'd probably have max auto.
Oh yes, I'm very familiar with that button.
Auto brakes is the way forward, man. I would just wish they had like the brake to vacate systems on the Boeing like they do on the Airbus. Brake to vacate is well cool. You tell it where you want to exit and it will calculate braking performance.
30, 20, 10.
There you go. A good view of that though, didn't you, Corey?
That was butter, my friend, butter.
All I see was your tail. Yeah, buildings in front of you.
Nine 6-7 down and clear of 3-5 left.
San Antonio, home of the Alamo. Remember the Alamo. I've been there. Just a little bit of trivia. When I was there, I'm now looking at those movies and that. I was expecting to see that, and I didn't. And the guide said that, well, this has been rebuilt several times actually to get it to look the way it does. And then he moved us to the only part of the Alamo that was the original. It was a small room of 10 feet by 10 feet with a cement bed. Well, Ojobi bed. Well, I got two choices of runways at San Antonio, either 4, which it's advised, or 31 left. I'm going to take that option, 31 left. Cruising altitude will be 26,000.
All right, 308, we are down and clear.
So, speaking of weird things, anyone watched that Cocaine Bear movie yet?
I did, yeah.
It's fucked up, that movie, man. Apparently that's based off a real life thing too, and I've apparently got the documentary that goes along with it.
Well, so I,
Sorry, you got cut off there again, Corey. What?
I say, at least we know that there's one bear out in the woods that had fun.
Oh yeah.
Tell you, Jay, a movie, if you haven't seen it yet, it's called 65.
Oh yeah, I've seen it advertised. I can get a hold of it.
I watched it the other night, and really good movie. Nice little twist.
Nice. I'll give it a whirl then.
You guys got to watch Cold Pursuit. Liam Neeson.
I like Liam Neeson. I think he's cool
He
as
won't
hell.
disappoint. There's a lot of twists in that movie.
So you were saying that it's runway 4 that's still advised for this, John, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what runway you're using? 4?
I'm taking 31 left.
Okay, I am too then.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 4.
All right, I'm programmed, ready to roll.
I'm still working on mine. I'll be done in about a minute. All right, I got a intersection called ROTS. ROTTS.
You say rots? I have that too.
Heck.
Cruise altitude, John.
26,000.
All right.
Yeah, my flight plan route, since we have to make a couple turns, 234 nauticals.
258. taking Nealon 6, Nealon 6 departure out of here.
Fort Worth traffic, West Air 375, taxi runway 36 right, and be holding. Traffic, West Air 375, lining up on 36 right.
And we're on 357, ready to roll. Actually thinking we're gonna roll right now. Aircam 511.
Pshaw. And just ready to have the warning. I always get that with us, Vivo. I'm taking off runway 36 right. I got you, Corey, on my 130.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm turning direct fuzz. You should be pick me up if you're heading that way. Just passing 5,000. Oh, you surprised me, Corey. Made a right turn after takeoff.
Oh, yeah, I had some difficulties there. The plane had a mind of its own once I kicked that autopilot on, so I had to get her under control here. So, turned on course now.
Yeah, for some reason, my airplane, when I hit the VNAV, it nosed down a little bit and then zoomed up. I get that warning, don't sink, don't sink.
I got the landing gear. Landing gear.
Too low gear. Too low gear.
Time to say your prayers. Time to say your prayers.
Assume the brace position and kiss your ass goodbye. I didn't even hear Dave say he was fucking flying. 967's rolling.
Well, we got this session going at a pretty good time. Should have time to do one more.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last. I got to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
And me three. Well, I don't have to get up at 5 a.m., but this is my last one. Get back at my project. I call it the inertia drive. Whole new type of propulsion.
You sure you haven't been watching Wild Wild West recently?
I used to watch it religiously, so I've seen them all.
I'm talking about the movie,
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one.
as in Will Smith.
What was the name of it?
Wild Wild West.
Oh, yeah, it's a good movie.
I've seen some of it.
It is a good movie. I rewatched that not too long ago.
There's another movie that I think you both would like with Pierce Bronson and Liam Neeson. It's called Seraphin Falls. One of those revenge from the Confederate, the Civil War. Long chase and a twist at the end. Angela Houston did a cameo on that. She played a nice character.
Everybody enjoys a good twist.
Yeah, depends on how fat it is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. I ended up watching just military-based movies. For some reason, I ended up thinking, oh, do you know what? I'll watch Three Kings, which is George Clooney, Ice Cube, and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I seen that. About the gold.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
after the...
Sodom gold.
yeah. Then I watched Black Hawk Down straight afterwards.
I love that movie too. Very gritty, but
It's brutal.
it's realistic. It's
It's a brutal movie, though.
that should all woke people should watch that movie and just see what they say.
One thing I like about Black Hawk Down is the amount of, well, they weren't Hollywood A-listers at the time, but if you look at it now and look at everyone who was in that movie, you know, you got Eric Banner in there, you know, who else was there? I mean, Mark Wahlberg's in it, Ewan McGregor. There's so many. It's unreal.
Well, most of them aren't well-known actors, but they were good character
now.
actors. Yeah, they are now.
Yeah, they are now known, but back then they weren't. I mean, that was actually Mark Wahlberg's first proper movie, and I like Mark Wahlberg. I think he's fantastic.
Now he's the one that fell, right?
No, you're thinking about Blackburn. No, that's not. Mark Wahlberg's the one that's paired with Dwomley, and they've both got the 50 cals, and he's like, "Don't fire that thing close to my head. I can barely hear his ears."
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's him and Dwomley are paired together, and you know they got the M249 going off, and he deafens him. It's fucking fantastic. I love that movie.
And one of the impressive scenes was this one after they got back to the base, and they had another something else to do out there. You know, they were going to go back out, and this guy, he's just chewing gum and loading his cartridges.
Well, he's eating and getting ready to go out on the next deployment. He goes, "You're going back out there?" He's like, "There's still men out there."
He still had blood up.
Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. People ask me, why do you do it, man? Do you think some kind of action junkie? I won't say a goddamn thing. You know why? Because they don't understand. They don't understand it's about the man next to you. Shit's war. I love it.
Semper Fi.
Absolutely love that movie. I really do. My next movie to watch is something called Chupa, which is on Netflix right now. Everyone's been talking about that. And 967's at Cruise.
You know, we're passing over a painfully flat landscape, and in the middle of the U.S.
You're
whether it
talking
was-
Texas. It's all wide open.
Yeah, and well, it strikes me, even what we see down there, there's water, a lot of water, a lot of lakes, reservoirs, rivers. Just think if you're over another country like Iraq, but you see it's just sand, sand.
I think I actually see a cloud.
One of
Are you
the
flying?
hubs-
Oh wait,
one-
is there a city coming up over there or something? It's like a LA smog.
One of my favorite routes at UPS is Dubai to Hong Kong because we end up going down over, we go through that narrow bit of airspace by Mount Everest, where you're surrounded on all sides by mountains at like 23, 24,000 feet. That's one of my favorite places to fly.
Yeah, let's do that next one.
You guys haven't got the time to be doing that kind of flight.
No, just do some airports through that area that are close enough together to make a session. That'd be fun. We haven't been in there in a
They
way
might
long
be
time.
close enough together to do a session, but the problem is
Oh no, we've
trying
done
to
we've
climb.
done sessions around there.
No, I know that, but trying to climb aircraft in and out of that corridor is very difficult. Some of the airports around there, Dave, are high altitude airports, so you're not.
Oh,
gonna
I
have
know.
the same
I
kind of engine
remember.
power.
I remember putting events together with Ian and stuff in the old days where we have airport. They're there, but boy, they're not easy. I'd love to see them again now at their
Well,
newer
I
technology.
I don't think you could really pull it off in the format of a Sunday ATC session because I don't think that a lot of the airports are equipped to deal with 7.3s, not round the pole. You've got a couple of airports around there, but nothing huge. And if you did take like a 747 or an MD-11, you'd be severely engine restricted at altitude. It's unreal.
Oh yeah, takeoff distance would be almost doubled just because of the altitude.
Oh yeah. And if it's too hot, you probably won't get out of there.
Hey, what runway you guys liking today?
Well, you can land on 31 right.
I'm
It's
putting it
a
down.
visual though.
I'm putting it
31
down.
left is.
Got a whopping 5,519 feet long.
That's shorter than 4, isn't it?
Well, not by a little map.
Yeah, it is. Runway 4
Yeah.
is at 8,511 feet.
Yeah, Dave, I was just kidding. I'm taking 31 left. It's ILS. Corey said he's going to do the same.
3-1.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
did it.
31 left, yeah, is ILS. Oh, Corey, I got that 65 lined up for me to grab a hold of tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's like it's in a nutshell, it's about a spacecraft that crashes on a planet, and it's like it's the twist of like, holy Jesus, I didn't realize that, but you realize it halfway through the movie, I think.
I was going to say, from the screenshots I've seen so far, it looks almost like they landed on a planet that's prehistoric. Yeah. With dinosaurs, I'm guessing.
Well, you pretty much figured it out.
Well, I went
got
to
the buddy-
IMDb and had a look at it.
It's got the buddy who played Darth Vader in the new Star Wars, and it's a good movie, though.
Yeah, I'll give it a check out.
I've got a website, man. You could punch in any movie you want, and it's there. You can watch it right on your computer. Save you from downloading.
But then that would be half the fun of having my Jellyfin server running.
I suppose. I don't know if you have the option to download off the website or not. Let's check that out.
I have my sources for getting hold of Blu-ray rips in particular, and they're not huge either. I'm not talking like full Blu-ray where it's like 25, 50 gig. Most of mine are reasonable 1080 Blu-ray rips. I mean, I don't have a TV in the house or a monitor for that instance, which is above 1080p, so it makes no sense for me to download anything other than 1080p. But the average movie I get a hold of, Corey, is somewhere between 1.8 gig and up to 3 gig. It depends on the size of the movie. Like Avatar 2 Way of the Water, which I do have, is like 3 hours, 15 minutes long. That was a pretty big download, but, you know, 100 meg connection, it does not take long.
I have something to say about that new Avatar, Way of the Water.
Yeah.
It impressed me with the type of construction they did on their village, with these taut lines and then with weaves, something like a catamaran would have. Yeah, you know that design comes from fractals. I've seen fractal images almost exactly like that, with that sweeping taut lines.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to the third and fourth movie. The third movie's out next December, And then the fourth movie is 2 years next December. So I believe they're both slated Avatar 3 2024, Avatar 4 2026, even though they've already filmed it all. I believe they're in what is referred to as post-production for number 3.
Okay, why am I not descending? I set everything and I'm on VNAV. I gotta expedite that descent.
Yeah, I'm top of drop in 3 miles. So yeah, this thing starts its descent out about 120 miles from the destination. This rotate starts descending-ish. Depends on the stars and any altitude restrictions. I don't really like flying into like JFK, for example, especially on VATSIM. The amount of stars that go in there and SIDS, and it's such a busy airspace. Especially when you consider how
I couldn't
many
handle that
airports
job.
are around. I mean, how many airports are there? There's 4 airports around JFK within a 20-mile radius.
Yeah. LaGuardia, New York.
You know what's funny if you think about it? The UK also has a summer thing with Heathrow, because around Heathrow there's like 4 major airports. You know, Stansted, Gatwick, London City, Heathrow, and there's another one as well that I can't remember the name of. Flying into Heathrow on VATSIM is easy as pie, though.
I'm starting to see some cloud cover. It's a multi-layer.
Okay, gentlemen, just while we got the time here, I'll give you guys the ATIS 2051 Zulu. It's half an hour out of date already. Winds variable 4 knots, 10 miles visibility, few clouds 8,000, few clouds 25,000, temperature 24, dew point 2, altimeter 3022.
Yep, I got that on little map. Corey, I'm going to be doing a right-hand pattern for runway 31 left.
Yeah, me too.
I got a left-hand pattern for runway 4. Judging by the distance you guys have got on me, though, you guys might be landed by the time I become a factor, because your threshold is at the 1,000-meter marks for my runway.
It's still 4,000 feet above my planned descent path, but it's just getting smaller.
A little bit of speed brake, you'll be fine.
Well, I got full brakes.
One thing I like about, like the rotate, about the MD-11 compared to a lot of other like bigger jets of reasonable size, is that this thing has like 4 indents for speed brake. You know what I mean? So you don't have to have full speed brake deployed. Actually, I really like that.
San Antonio traffic, Questor 375, 737, land at 31 left. ILS approach, south vectoring. I have the runway in sight, just descending through 8,800 for approach altitude 3,000. I'll be making a left turn at San Antonio VOR. Do the a right downwind for 31 left. Three 75 slowing to one. Check that, 210 knots. I see your runway 4. That's going to take you way away from the terminal.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to hold significantly short of runway 31 if you're going on the next stop.
No, I'm not going to go in. I thought you said this was your last one as well.
It is, but I simply stated that because I'm going to be landing and your threshold is on my runway.
I got it.
Cool, another American incursion.
Yeah, looking at it, you guys are going to have to exit left of 3-1.
Correct.
And you'll have to hold short at Gulf for my landing. Although I could easily see you guys holding short November.
Who's coming behind me?
Corey.
Very fast.
I have a visual, don't worry.
He's a rocket man. Yeah, that's Elton.
Yeah, I'm only traveling at 176. Well, that's what I have on the box. 170. All right, I'm below the ball. I'm gonna start my right turn, right base, 31 left. Sending to 2,300. Oh man, you passed right in front of me, Corey.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wow, that is cool. That's the third window you passed. Oh, number 4. I don't get that often. Yeah, my iOS screwed up. We got to correct up. Manual control. Okay. I'm on the glide slope though. I'm not lined up on 31 left yet. I was. Then I made a mistake and hit the localizer. Okay, Santone, Questia 375, established on localizer, runway 31 left, and I'm preparing to land. Let's see, I'm 3 miles out. I'm not registering any wind on my nav display now. I got a freight train going across my field of view. 2 of them, opposite direction.
Yeah, I don't have a weather update for you at this time. The wind's still unchanged, variable 4 knots. interesting that the little nav map doesn't calculate my fuel quite correctly for flights inside the little nav map. It's like it's designed for 2 and 4 engine aircraft, but if it's anything in the middle, it doesn't detect it. It's saying right now.
375 clear.
It's saying right now my fuel flow is 1 ton an hour, so 1,000 kilos an hour. Each engine's burning 1,000 kilos an hour at the moment.
I don't even use the little map for any kind of that predictions of flight data,
No, I
except
do
for
though.
navigation.
Yeah, I have to though. It's the only way I can get any kind of reasonably accurate fuel plan for what I'm doing. Because on the long flights, it really does matter. You know what I mean? If you're flying into a headwind, and you know that's normally if you're flying westbound in almost anywhere, even in the US and Europe. If you're typically flying west, you'll end up using about 12 or 15 tons more fuel than you would be if you're flying eastward because of the winds. You have to factor that in.
It's called the prevailing winds are typically from the west over here.
Like I said, Dave, it's not just the US. It's
Yeah,
Europe as well.
it's northern and southern hemispheres because it's the other way around on the south.
Yeah.
AJ, you got your company over there, static UPS. Looks like a MD-11.
Yeah. Well, I believe this is a UPS hub. I'm pretty sure Dallas Fort Worth is the main UPS hub in the US.
Oh yeah, they would be a lot of cargo.
Nicely done, Gary.
Looks like I may have a conflict in a minute. Looks like Dave is turning in.
Oh, whoops.
Well, I said may. You tend to fly a little bit slower than everyone else, though. I might just squeeze in there before you. That'd be pretty nice. You get 300, half a mile from the threshold, and you see me roll straight over it.
Alright, 375 on the blocks, ready for engine closure, flight plan shutdown.
And 967 has the localizer for runway 4.
I'm watching Corey maneuver that beast in position.
.748 is actually quite maneuverable. Like the 744, it has, I believe, the rear gear also too.
Wow, 2020 is almost exactly like Xplane. You're right on the a gated platform there.
Hey, where are we getting? Traffic there, down there, 308. We're on that localizer now, making approach to 31. That one.
Now, an Xplane.
Ask again, you got cut off.
Are you able to connect the jetway and Xplane11 and the catering trucks and all that crap?
Not with the default aircraft.
You can if you've got SAM.
Well, that's it's not default.
No, it's not. It's an add-on.
Sometimes, Corey, I see one of the members pull in and he gets a full treatment. I see all the service and ground traffic surrounding them. I can even see wheel blocks.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. Autopilot. Autopilot.
Someone's on a sharp final.
Hey, that's AirCan 308. We are runway in sight. We'll be there in a moment.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. 1,000. 1,000.
Oh, I see, Dave. This is going to be close.
Hope you catch something on the stream. I always watch your stream afterwards, Jay, and Dave's too.
Well, I've got the stream up right now, so this will be on it. It looks like I might make it down just before Dave does.
I'm landing. Where the hell are you?
You're 10 o'clock.
400.
300 feet above the runway.
Traffic.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's
There
gonna
goes
look
traffic.
cool.
Oh my
There goes
God!
Dreamcast.
I saw you.
Oh, Dave's going to land before I am. Good job.
Just barely. I freaking put the thrust reverse on early just to make sure I'd get down.
And the outside views, it's was a beautiful sight too.
I just caught.
Well, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for sharing and showing up. And I think it was a good idea reversing that flip plan from last week. Worked out fine.
There's a lot of 727s here on the ground as well. So where did you say you saw that UPS jet, John?
Stand by and see where you're at, and I'll let you know. Can't spot them now. Oh yeah, I see it in like a Quonset hut type hangar behind you.
Yeah, it was a WestJet 727 then that you saw. Which way are you going in, Dave? Are you going up Corey's right hand side?
That is affirmative. I thought you were going to say the other thing.
No, I just saw you got KO'd by a fuel truck, though. Like, if that had happened in real life, you'd be in a ball of flames, and so would he.
I see him. He's crashing into a barrier.
Yeah, I see it.
Like a wall.
Into a barrier
Oh, it
as
looks
well.
way different on mine, man. I got all this traffic, but nobody's hitting me. They all stop.
Oh shit! I don't
most of the time.
even think I'm gonna get past Corey's ass here. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting in there with you guys. Maybe if Dave goes into the engine runoff area off his right, I might be able to.
I don't see that. I got a little bit of an extra parking spot over here, but it's as far as I can go, right about 10 feet ahead of me.
Yeah, my wingspan, I'm going to collide with Corey here.
Oh, wait, there's a gate. It's not hooked up, but it'll work.
Got a Tenerife situation here.
Hey, oh, 308, we're closing the engines and shutting down the flight plan. Great flight.
User joined your channel.
It's nice seeing Corey in the air. Hope he
Yeah, it was
enjoyed.
fun.
How you doing, Scott?
Next week,
Hey, gentlemen.
John's going to control, he said.
I must have
good.
been asleep when I said that.
Well, no, you were. I just relaying the message. What, Taz? Oh, now he shows up. Hi, Taz. You're just doing a free flight all day and you missed me.
Ah, yeah. How'd it go?
Yeah, really nice. A lot of nice eye candy all the way around. I've seen Corey. He's flying that 747, and he went by 4 of my windows. When he made that paint,
That's
that
pretty
was
close.
excellent. That's 4 out of 5, so he did a pretty good job.
No mid-air collisions, I assume.
No, we almost had a collision on arrival here at the last airport.
Yeah, crossing one right.
Yeah, crossing runways. Rob landed in. Rob. Fucking hell. Dave landed runway 31, and his threshold is on my runway. And I see this 737 going right to left as I'm touching down. Quite nice.
On runway 4.
Yeah, well, I got it on video, so the stream's going to be available on Twitch for the next 2 weeks, or it'll be on my YouTube channel in about 2 or 3 hours. It takes a while for YouTube to export it and then process it into 1080.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, I did a couple of clips as well, just to put. I was frantically landing on that last one, and I quickly looked out the left window as I'm trying to touch down, and I see this big UPS plane coming. Like, he's literally 200 feet above the runway that I'm about to pass. That was cool.
The worst thing is, Dave, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
have
'cause we
flown
had no
any slower if I
ATC.
tried either. I was literally at my minimums coming in there.